Good morning, Chelsea fans. Today is Saturday. This is before all the Premier League games. And this is a Crystal Palace versus Chelsea preview. I know Palace have been in bad form, but everyone knows this is one of our bogey teams. There's a lot going on in our club. There's too much noise. Liam Rosenior's hinting at Mudryk. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like, I'm just hearing all these names like Jeremy Jacket, all these signings taking long. There's a lot of noise about my club, but there's not really any talk about the game itself, because I don't want us to think we can go into this game and overlook what Crystal Palace can bring and the type of intensity they can bring. But on this fact alone, I do think we should really batter this team in terms of there's no way we should lose to this team. If we lose to this team, it derails our whole season. And people might say I'm being dramatic, it derails the whole thing. There's no way losing to Palace is a joke. They're losing Mateta. They've lost their manager. They lost their captain, Mark Gahey, their best player. It's a joke right now at Palace. And Mateta hasn't even been good this season. There's a lot of talk, and I know if the players are not up for it, Palace is very much a team we can lose to. I still have respect for Palace because I know what they can bring defensively as a unit. But I just can't see our team losing to Palace. Against Paphos, I know it's Paphos, but they had 11 people behind the ball. Our team showed fight and resilience to get a breakthrough, which I can't lie, in some other games that could have been easily a 0-0 from our team. But I will say, Palace, I'm not threatened, I'm not scared. And I think the game would be a humble, I think the game could be a 3-0. That's how bad it is. I think it will be worse than the Paphos game. I think this game should be a 3-0. I don't know. I think there's been updates that Palmer's not playing or might not play. There's been a couple updates here. And I just think it's all interesting because you have to start raising questions here of whether we want Palmer to get fully healthy, or do we want him to, do we want to play him and risk him so he can get into the World Cup? It's a yin and a yang, because Palmer's career is long, but I understand missing the World Cup is drastic. It's once every 4 years, so I understand where he's coming from. But boys, on the other note, yeah, I wanted to say something. I went to a pottery thing, and I made this. Tell me this is not cool, boys. Tell me this is not cool. Obviously, it's a bit shoddy, yeah? But real ones know the legacy. Look at the back. Who's your mouth? Number 41. Boys, that's my new favourite thing in my room. But, okay, getting back to the topic of Crystal Palace, yeah? When I look at their team, we can actually get up right now. In terms of when I look at Crystal Palace's team, who's their best defender? Lacroix, Richards. These guys are not guys that threaten me. And these men want Joshua Champong. Speaking of Joshua Champong, do I think he should go to Palace? I think, why not? I think when Trevor Chalobah went to Palace, it showed the light and he said, okay, we have to play him. I think Joshua Champong is just a couple starts away. I'm talking 10 PL starts away from being the guy we know he can be. Allowing him to do the thing at a club like Palace. And I just think, I think the Champong is the guy. I think someone that in control of their long limbs at that age, he's elite. He's elite. This is not a joke. I've been a believer. When I first went to Bridge, I was like, damn, this guy's cold. I watched him. His first ever game, real ones know, was against Tottenham. Came on at right back under Pochettino and got 4 blocks in 4 minutes or something stupid. He's just so long. He's so agile. It's just everything about his game is beautiful. He can drive into midfield. I think people keep forgetting this. He's actually a natural progressor of the ball. I think what we're looking for in Jeremy Jacket is what a Champon can deliver, but in a different, more kind of elegant way. Whereas Jeremy Jacket's one is more with a power, if you understand what I mean. But would I let him go to Crystal Palace on loan for the rest of the season? Of course. As long as he's guaranteed minutes, starting minutes, yes. That is a no-brainer for me, I'll be honest. But yeah, boys, I'm not going to lie. Chelsea, there's been games where they've let us down this season, but I think this is one where in the PR, I think Liam Rosenior's showing a lot of pressing intensity. Boys, if you guys watch the Paphos game, even the Brentford game, have you guys ever seen Enzo Fernandez this fit? He's been running all game, all these last couple of games. I'm there wow, we've really leveled up the intensity of how we play. I know it was pathos, but they didn't have time to breathe. They didn't have any clear-cut chances. And that's the whole idea of Liam Rosenior ball. No, not to give the team clear-cut chances, but to give ourselves that by pressing. But that comes with hard work. And luckily, Chelsea have a lot of young talent, which Enzo Maresca wasn't using to do this. So now you can start off with Neto pressing, and then you can bring on a Gittins, you can bring on an Estevao to carry on the pressing intensity. Because people talk about Estevao's dribbling, but his most underrated attribute is his pressing and tackling and all that stuff. I've seen Estevao track back and get the ball back like a lot of times now, and I don't think it gets talked about enough. But boys, I also want to talk about Cole Palmer. Like, I didn't even want to talk about this because when I saw the Cole Palmer to Man United, yeah, I didn't even want to entertain it because I was like, what kind of fake source? And it's on Sky as well. It's embarrassing. I was even upset that Liam Rosenior even addressed that question because it's like, it's such a silly question. You think Cole Palmer's going to leave the Chelsea project to go to United for what? What have United shown in the last couple of years? Bro, United have not even... Bro, they're above us now, but they haven't shown anything good this season. And they're above us now at the time of recording. This is before any of the games on Saturday, by the way. But I'm telling you now, like, all this stuff, like, it's just a joke to me. Like, it's actually a joke because when you look at it, like, Cole Palmer is the face of a project at the biggest club in London and one of the biggest clubs in the world. Why would you ever give that up to go to Manchester United? Well, whether he plays against Crystal Palace, I don't really know. But it's mad, man. It's really mad. I know people are looking out for the Arsenal-Manchester United game. Obviously, for me, a draw would be perfect. For Chelsea fans, a draw would be perfect there. But you know what? A Man United win wouldn't sting either because I know Man United. They ain't got this kind of winning form in forever. Like, it's just new manager bouts. United are still the same United. I just think that Cunha, Bruno, Luke Shaw, Bruno, Cunha, like that one, that sold them all dreams and they will learn. I just don't think they're athletic enough. I don't think they're strong enough to beat a team like Arsenal. That's my strong opinion. But at the same time, I don't think it's impossible because this is a game where it's one of those kind of football games where it doesn't matter what type of form your team is in. I remember back in the day, that like everyone talks about the record of Arsenal not like losing to us at home. I remember them times where Arsenal were crap and Nketiah still dunked on us with a hat-trick. Eddie Nketiah got a hat-trick. These kind of games don't matter about form. That's why this game is going to be, everyone's excited for it because everyone knows United haven't been up to it. But because it's United, Arsenal is still going to be a game. Players have a different type of fight. There's one thing I've never understood with Chelsea as well. Why there's certain games where we show up, but you can't show up against a smaller team because there's no cameras on it. I hate that mentality so much. Because if we went into the thing saying we can win the league this season on a very much that kind of energy, we can win the league. We take every game seriously. As simple as that. You can see the faltering in Arsenal. The same way Arsenal are faltering right now, I don't think Chelsea would. You saw that clip of Declan Rice when he was like, oh, same stuff every week. Bro, like, if that was Chelsea, the mentality is different from game week. If we're in game week 22 and we're 7 points, 10 points clear or whatever, bro, we've won. I would have the utmost faith we've won the league. You ask some Arsenal fans now if they're ready to win the league or if they can win the league, they'll be quiet. They'll be like, yeah, man, we can. 7 points clear. It's not their league. I think we keep thinking it is. There's 16 more games to go. That's 2 losses and a draw. You're telling me Arsenal can't lose 2 games out of 16? Bro, 7 points clear. And City have been faltering as well. It's not like City have been still giving them breathing space. I don't know what's going on with the whole league and how everything's going, but we'll just have to see. But in terms of Chelsea, Crystal Palace, I do predict a 3-0 away from home. I think this is just going to add to the cherry on top of what's going on at their club with Mark Gahey, Glasner. And yeah, I think it's going to be it's not going to be a humbling, but it'll be a nice little way to get one away from our bogey sort of team. But Chelsea, you never know with Chelsea, I'll be honest, because sometimes when you have the most hope in your team, they let you down. But in that kind of game, I'd love to see like a Gittins get starting minutes because Garnacho is really hurting me. And especially against a team like Palace, who are very solid defensively, you need to bring wingers that take on your man and take risks. But at the same time, it's about balance. You can't play Enzo Fernandez, Palmer, Estevao and Gittins. There's no way. You have to bring balance. So I would take a Pedro Neto and then estevao. But I need Gittins to start getting Prem minutes because I truly believe in the Gittins band. I'm on the Gittins bandwagon. And I'm telling you guys now, if you want to invest in stocks, shares, and all that stuff in Gittins, drop it in the comments and I'll heart it and I'll remember it because I'm telling you, the Gittins army goes strong. But boys, this was a Chelsea Crystal Palace match preview with a couple updates and all that stuff. We're so close to 100 subs, yeah, in the first 2 weeks. And that would be phenomenal, guys. So if you guys like the content, hit the like button and subscribe. Up the Chelsea, boys.